So Locke will probably be revealed on the 15th, and I wanted to go over his past in Final Fantasy to possibly figure out what he could possibly do in Dissidia NT. Locke first appeared in Final Fantasy VI, which is a 2D game, and it follows the rules of the other Final Fantasy ATB style games where you have like basically attack, defend, item, and some unique ability to that character. And his unique ability was Steal, which allows you to take an item away from an enemy, and you can improve it to increase the chances of stealing and make it Mug, which is basically the same thing, but instead of just stealing, you also do a little bit of damage too. Zidane already has this as one of his bravery attacks in the form of his dash attack, which lowers the enemy's stats and increases Zidane's own stats when he actually lands the dash attack, and when he's in trance it turns into Mug, which is the exact same thing, but does a little bit more bravery damage than Steal. I could see him getting this exact same attack for himself, because in the past we've seen characters with dash attacks that have just been copy-pasted almost, or extremely similar to other characters' dash attacks. So it's not out of the realm of possibility to get a character who has another similar dash attack to an already existing character in Dissidia NT. We see this with Noctis and Bartz, Squall and Cloud. There's multiple examples of this happening in the game. Locke's weapons include swords, boomerangs, daggers, and for shields you can wear armor and heavy armor. I wouldn't take too much account of the armor because heavy armor and shields are also wielded by Terra, who only wears her normal outfit as she appears in Amano's art, and her sprite-based outfit. So armor wouldn't really make a difference in terms of Locke's DLC costumes or costumes in general. He'll probably just get the Amano art as his main costume, and for his DLC costume he'll have the sprite form that he has in the actual game itself. Terra in Final Fantasy VI also can wield daggers and maces, but in Dissidia she only wields swords, which she can wield in Final Fantasy VI, because she's always shown with a sword in most of her art. Locke, on the other hand, is mostly shown with daggers, but he's also going to equip swords along with his daggers, and boomerangs too. So maybe outside of like one or two moves, even at that, he probably won't be using anything else other than daggers in gameplay. In terms of weapons, Locke will probably wield the main Gotch, also known as Guardian, the Valiant Knife, also known as Valiant Knife with no space between Valiant or Knife, and the Zwill Crossblade, because these three daggers are completely exclusive to him. Along with that, he could also possibly wield the Thief's Knife, the Assassin's Dagger, and the Swordbreaker, because those three daggers are exclusive to him and a couple other characters. Assassin's Dagger and Thief's Knife being exclusive to him and Shadow, and the Swordbreaker being exclusive to him, Shadow, Strago, Realm, and Go-Go. In this story, he's heavily related to Phoenix. Can't say why, or I'll spoil it, but if you want to read about it, go on the FF Wiki yourself. Go to Locke Cole's page, you can read about it. It's near the end of Final Fantasy VI. But he is related to Phoenix, which is a summon. So maybe he'll fight with Phoenix's abilities. Phoenix is usually a fire-type summon that shoots out fire and then revives all dead party members. So maybe he'll have some kind of like healing attack, HP attack maybe? I don't know. But if you want to read more about it, go on the FF Wiki and spoil yourself. Locke's desperation attack is Mirage Drive, which makes little Locks appear and smash on one enemy, which then does magic damage. In Final Fantasy Record Keeper, it's changed to be physical damage. Other than that, Locke's special limit breaks in Final Fantasy Record Keeper can be summarized as he does something related to Phoenix, fire, or his story, and then smashes into the opponent really, really, really hard. So when it comes to Dissidia NT, expect a lot of Phoenix-based attacks and some standard Thief combos. He also appeared in Secretum, which is a Dissidia NT event held in Japan, and it was a live stage reading, where Squall, Tidus, Cloud, and Sephiroth met Locke on the Phantom Train in Dissidia NT's world. So the old Duodecim stage still exists, I guess. They just never went into it in Dissidia NT, probably because they never actually modeled it for the game. But in this event, he also had the Phoenix Crystal, so that probably like confirms Phoenix as a summon at some point. But he probably will have heavy relation to Phoenix anyway in his attacks. They didn't really go over his combat style, at least in translations I've seen so far, in the actual play itself, because it's mostly just the actors up there reading off of their little script books and talking about their thoughts and whatnot during the event. So other than that, there's not much to say about Locke. He's a side character in a game that already doesn't really have a main character. He is in a 2D game, he doesn't have many attacks. So it's not like they have a lot of like information to base it off of. I mean, like think about it, like Warrior of Light, there's like a sprite, and that was it back in Final Fantasy 1 with nothing special about him. So with Locke, it's gonna become it's gonna be a lot of original stuff. There's not much to base off of his fighting style, unfortunately. Other than he's a thief, and he has a heavy relation to the Phoenix summon. Maybe he'll have like a buff kind of system if he's a unique kind of character. But if he's an assassin, I don't know. I guess he'd have like a draining style attacks constantly, because Phoenix, you know, heals teammates. So like his like HP attacks like drain health and gives to your teammates or something like that. But depending on how much HP damage you do, you get health back. Which you still used to have that in her Vivifying Lance HP attack, but now it's just a base 500 no matter how much damage you do. I'm not totally sure about the number, but you get the idea. Maybe Locke could have the old version of that with his HP attacks, where it used to scale with how much bravery damage you did. Anyways, I'm Blue the Hedgehog, and I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below, because honestly I'm kind of at a loss here. I never played Final Fantasy 6, if you can't tell. I've only played 5, 7, 15, 14, a little bit of 1, a little bit of 13, and I'm working on 9 right now. So I really don't have a base to base this off of, but I just have a lot of information from the wiki and from the internet here in this little video that I made and you watched, hopefully. So what do you guys think Locke will do? Those Final Fantasy 6 mega fans out there. I would love to hear you guys think his moveset's going to be. He's gonna be revealed in 4 days, so it's not much of a wait anyway. So I'll see you guys next time on Blue the Hedgehog. Hopefully the next character somebody actually know I can talk about, and or at least somebody they hint to I can talk about, that I actually know about more about. But in this little video, I hope you guys learned something. Hope you learned something about Locke, learned something about Terra maybe. Hope you guys learned something, and you guys can theorize what you think he's gonna do in Dissidia NT, because I would love to hear your guys' theories. Anyways, I'm rambling on a little bit longer than I thought I would, and I'll see you guys next time on Blue the Hedgehog. Subscribe if you want to see more Dissidia stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles.